Hey Central Buena family, Pastor Rusty here with exciting news. We are considering launching a second service. Every Sunday, the Lord has been blessing us with new families, and we have just grown exponentially over the last year or so. And about last August, we first started having this conversation, and we had some concerns. In fact, many of the concerns that you might be thinking through right at this moment. And our deacons and I prayed about it, talked about it, our staff talked about it, and we kind of felt that the Lord was saying, not now. And we have waited, we have prayed some more, and over the last 6 or 7 months, the Lord has given us the freedom now to say that we think it's time. Now, the reason I say we think it's time is we want you as our church family to help us affirm this decision. And here's the way you can do that. You can go to cbcbuna.com/new service. And when you go to that landing page, you are going to find a form that simply indicates you and your family would be willing to join us at the launch of this new service. You might be thinking, well, how can I know what time that is? Here you go. Here's what we're thinking. Every Easter, we have 2 services, and we're going to start a service at 8:30 and a service at 10:45. And then in between those services, we'll have Bible study classes available at 9:45. So what we are praying about doing is starting on Easter Sunday and moving forward into the future, worshiping with 2 services, one at 8:30 and one at 10:45. So if you and your family would consider praying about making the 8:30 worship service your primary worship service, we want you to go to this form, go to this website, and fill out this form that just indicates, yes, my family and I would love to attend the 8:30 service. We're not going to make this move unless we know that there are enough people interested in worshiping at a different time. So once we meet that threshold, we will make it official, and the plans will be made, and we will begin to move forward with 2 services. I know that some people may be concerned about what this means for the health of our church family. People often say, well, if you have 2 services, you have 2 churches, and we can't really be united, and I'm not going to get to know everybody in the church. But here's what we've noticed in this season. Our church is so full right now that it's actually hard to get to know people. We believe that with 2 smaller services, there will be more room for people to connect with each other. We'll be able to have a greet your neighbor time again, where you can go and meet one another and get to know the congregation that's seated with you and worshiping with you. We believe that God is going to use this in a mighty way in our church. And after months of prayer, believe this is what God is leading us toward. So here's how you can help. Go to cbcbuna.com/new service. And when you go there, you're going to find this video along with a simple form that would just say, hey, my family and I would love to worship at 8:30. And once we get that information all together and have enough to make that service viable, we will announce the launch of that, hopefully here in just a few days. If you have questions or concerns, we want to hear those. We want to talk about those. Please either come see me or you can email me at pastorrustymott@gmail.com. Just know this has come with much prayer, and we are just boldly and excitedly stepping forward into this, believing that the Lord is going to continue to bless us as we follow His will. Thank you for your prayers in this season, and thank you for praying about joining us in this new service at 8:30 on Sunday mornings. We love you, church. We'll keep you posted. The best is yet to come.